Hey folks, I'm Ed Overstreet and welcome to Solar Imaging. I am doing a time lapse and the hang on just a second, close some windows. Do, 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 do. And you can't see it right now, so let's head over. And now you can, but we've got camera problems. So, hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. And we'll fix that, I think. We're on the sun right now, as you can see, and I've got to fix a couple of things. Probably got started too soon. I think I got it fixed now. Don't need that. Don't need that. And park that. Okay, before I restart the time lapse, um, I want to. I said I had this fixed. I don't think I do. Yeah, we're cooking. I want to take you around the sun and show you what's going on. The scene was so much better earlier. It's degraded a great deal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring up a picture that I took uh, when I first started the time lapse. I wanted to see how it was going to show, and so I went ahead and processed one in AutoStacker using uh, an IMPPG. And so the scene was so good; it had a lot of nice detail, and there was some rim activity that I was hoping that I can bring out, but dadgone it, it's just gotten worse. So I'm hoping that it'll clear up some, but until it does, we're just going to have to hang in there. And I'm kind of hot right now. I'm going to lower my exposure down to 10 milliseconds, and that works. I need to uh, well, let's take a trip around the sun and show you what's going on today. And actually, before, let's see how we want to do that. Um, Let me just go ahead and run the gain up from 110 to about 182 and the exposure up so that I can show you this rim activity that I'm hoping to develop when I process this time lapse. So I'm going to bring this back down to, I think we were at 110 here, and we're at 10 here. Oh, not turbo, we're at 1. Okay. And I want to go ahead and just kind of trip around the star, our star. Let's go up to 8 times sidereal. That'll move faster. And let's move the sun up here. And we do have some activity here, but we're going to need to drop exposure just a little more to see that. Not much on the rim, but the wrong way. Let's go this way here. And we'll bring the exposure up. And so it's not too much going on there. And so love springtime and hearing the birds. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset this histogram and drop this exposure down some more because we are truly hot. I'm also going to have to work on focus. There's some spots right in the middle, right over here. Let's go ahead and try focusing in. That didn't help. The scene has just tanked. And it was really, really good. But it sure isn't now. Nice filament here and sunspot. I'm going to use this sunspot and try to focus a little better. We want to go north. And let's zoom in some, say 125. And let's try it's just terrible. It's even questionable whether I'm going to continue the time lapse. Sometimes it helps to tweak the histogram. That's probably as good as we're going to get focus. Um, and so and let's we'll bring the gain up. There's just not much on the surface other than that place where we started originally. So I'm going to head over there and see, we need to go north now. And I'm going to use this sunspot as my reference. And let's change this from 8 times sidereal to 4 times. And we need to go east. Okay. I am at, I've taken 50, so they're 700 frames long, or 700 frames in each AVI file, and I have a 30-second pause between captures. Of course, this has been a lot longer because I set up the live stream, but I originally wasn't planning on it. Anyhow, let's move it west just a little bit, center it, then we'll get started. And voila. So we're off taking some more captures. I'm going to bring the focus up to 8.5. Not focus, the exposure. That's good. And so we have 10 seconds, roughly 8 between remaining before it starts the next capture. I'm going to move this toot, 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 toot. I'm going to stop it just for a second. 248, set my reticle back, and reposition. I don't mind these pauses between time lapse, but I want to get enough images in. But I wish I could, wish the sun didn't transit. I could do this all day, then get a real killer time lapse. Come on, let's go down and north. Too much. This old AVX mount's so old and it's not polar line. I've got drift everywhere. And a little east. All right, we'll start the capture. We're now at 248. And hopefully it'll run for a while. And the wind's picked up a good bit. We had 0 wind this morning earlier. And we'll drop it down a little bit. Well, the wind has settled down a little bit, and the scene is slightly improved. Got a lot of dust on the sensor or the optical tube. This is sensor dirt. This smudge and this smudge is somewhere on the Quark Chromosphere, I think. Too far. I'm using a Quark Chromosphere, Quark, on an Astrotech 65 EDQ refractor. It's a quad refractor, and it works really well for solar imaging. And I'm going to stop this time lapse and connect the Solar Scout, which rides tandem on this kit, and see what that looks like. But before I do, I'm going to get down to 225 images left. And so I'll play around with 75 images in a time lapse. Okay. So what I want to do is take a couple flats before I head outside, and let's move the mount. Let's go 8 times, and so let's go west, no, east, and south, east, south, and fill the frame. Then let's defocus out. We can go either way, about 1,000 steps. And let's just call this flat. And let's go ahead and take about 500 of those. Get rid of this dust. Let's take another 500. And another. All right, now let's get our focus back. I want to look at something first on the rim. Yeah, I thought I saw this acting up. Okay, let's head outside. While we're outside, let's turn on the ASI 1600 camera, and this is the Solar Scout. We need to bring the gain down to, and exposure down to Look at the dirt on this kit. I got some flats to take on this as well. Uh, Looks pretty good though. Let's change the field of view to about 12. Let's go 2640, 2640, and that'll pretty much do it. And we're going to call this Scout. And let's take about 500 of those. The Solar Scout has, it's a refractor um, that I have an ASI 1600 mono camera attached, and it has a device that's built in the Daystar Scout that uh, looks and acts and behaves just like a Quark Chromosphere, but Jan at Daystar says it isn't the same thing, but it sure does look like it. So, but the Scout does a really good job, and I can get the full disc in with the ASI 1600 camera, which I like to do. So let's take another 500 frames, and then I'll have to go outside and put the dust cap on and take some flats to get rid of all the dirt. I need to go out with a blower and see if I can't remove some of that. So you're looking at a live image of the sun. And let's take another. Let's move it. And let's take another 500. Got some birds flying by. view of our star. Being taken with the Daystar Scout refractor and Quark Chromosphere. I'm using two telescopes right now. This is the Solar Scout and the ASI 1600. I'm going to turn this one on and turn on the ASI 174, which is a Astrotech 65 EDQ and a Quark Chromosphere. And so let's see that there it is. It's about the only rim activity on the rim that I've seen so far this morning. There's a little on the other side as well that I was imaging, but this is about it. And I'm going to take a couple 500 frames of this. Actually, I'm just going to take that one, and then I'm going to Oh, we're going to change the exposure back to down to 100 and exposure down to about 10, 11 milliseconds. And let's take and match this up. Take 500 frames here. Another 500 frames. Okay, let's go process one of these. Let me change this back to the native capture area and I want to zoom in on this. And let's take about 500 here. Another 500. Another 500. Another 500. Wrong. Capture area. This would be better. Okay, let's process one of these. So we can go back to our native. Not our native. Edit. And let's take one of these two. Okay. Let's bring up auto stackered and let's open this one up and that's fine. Put that there. Let's run analyze. Okay, let's keep about 31% and let's set some sample points and let's stack it. Let's check this out. let's go over here and look. While Auto Stacker's doing its thing. And okay. Let's get an image here. And make sure our histogram's okay, and it is. Let's do 1,000 here. Another. Let's go back and see what Auto Stacker's doing. It's still working. It'll finish up now real quick. Okay, we can close that out. And let's take another quick capture. Just a live view of the sun, and then let's bring up IMPPG. I just processed this one earlier today. Just another part of the sky. So let's bring up, open the file. And 411. Let's go on. Nope, I don't want that one. We could, but I think I want to go to upper right. Oh, try it again. Losing my do all. Looks pretty good. Now let's process one in the upper right. This time, let's check improve tracking. Takes a little longer. Okay. Bring up our, and let's take another. I enjoy going around our star and taking pictures. And let's take another. Let's see where Auto Stackered is on our other image. Still working on it. It's just a slow laptop that's outside imaging right now. Take another quick capture. And when that's done, let's overexpose it and see if there's anything going on the rim. Not really. Let's head back the other side. Oh, wrong way. See if that solar flare is still see what it's doing. There it is up there. Frame this a little better. Okay. All right, let's bring this down to, and let's knock off 1,000. Now let's go back out to auto stacker. It ought to be done with that part, and it is. Let's keep 40%. About half of them are better than, are in the upper 50%, and half of the frames are in the lower. Anyway, let's process this, go back outside, and let's take another that way, this way. And I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Excuse me. Capture here. See where Astrotech is. Oh, that takes a little while to align them. So let's go back outside. And let's up here. Just checking out the rim of the sun by overexposing to see what's cooking. we'll switch telescopes. And we'll set up and we're just going to do 200 frames. Do 10. And let's start it. I am going to sign off and catch you guys later. Go catch some lunch, finish taking a few pictures of the sun with this solar scout, and wish you guys a great rest of the week.